Yo, Wagwan, this is HR, aka High Renaissance, the messenger. Rapper, producer, songwriter, soulful human being. Nimekuja Livin Proof. Yeah, man, thanks for having me. What I did, I put a date out there and I said I'm working on a project just to make me finish it up. And so I wanted to do something that's honest, something that's true, and really just as a way of letting people know who I am, what I've been through, and so that after someone listening to it, as opposed to just seeing me as a new kid on the block, they actually know my story. In this new era, it's more of dumbed down metaphors that are appreciated than actual thought-provoking puns. So it's just strike a balance between the two. Yeah. How I came up with High Renaissance, as I said before, I was really into studying and seeking truth, and that led me to reading about the past. And I came across Leonardo da Vinci, who I felt really embodied what I wanted to stand for, like a multifaceted individual, because he was an engineer, he was a drawer, he was a sculptor. He just had many talents going on. And so he was a Renaissance painter, which represented using new techniques of art just to shift from the older times. And so I thought about this coming into the rap game, not just doing what was done before, but appreciating it and just applying something new. And so I came up with High Renaissance as my rap name. And now the messenger makes the beats for the rapper High Renaissance. And how I came up with the messenger. I was born on June 16th, the same day as Tupac and Fela Kuti. I feel obliged to say that every time I mention. June 16th, that's the Gemini season, and the star sign for Gemini is Mercury, the planet. And Mercury in Greek mythology and Roman mythology was the messenger of the gods, and he had his means of going to deliver the message. Some say he had flying boots. And so for me, I thought it would be more creative as opposed to just calling myself the messenger as a rapper and as a producer. The messenger makes the beats, which is similar to the messenger wearing his boots going to deliver the message. And now High Renaissance lays the message for deliverance. So yeah, that's how I came up with it. There's a verse that say, gotta thank my mama though, gotta thank my brother though, gotta thank my father though. We don't see eye to eye, that's still my mans though. Used to break my hip hop CDs, and now I'm na. Cause I remember when I started out, not even writing, but just listening to music. I grew up in a really conservative background, and I used to watch the beats nikiwa kwa dirisha. It's if they come, I switch it up. And so I had to learn for myself, and I had to put myself out there for me to just get a decent album for me to feed. And so he wasn't always supportive, but he came around. So I think that's the significance of the verse to me.
Fly away, little bird, fly away. I know you chasing that high, fly away. Fly away, little bird, fly away. But don't you fly too far away, or you might get burned. You might get served on a platter to the gods like Icarus. But to my homie, I've been having sleepless nights trying to figure out two young kids living next to each other's house. Your mom was like my mom, but I was raised in church, so I hardly get to stand to flirt with the girls. So me coming to you was an escape. Used to stay up late, bumping all the greats, but it started as a phase. Went crazy about Ace and Khalifa, by the time it grew deeper. Now I'm bopping Slaughterhouse, Big Pack and Chica. Started all small, but now the joints much thicker, blowing smoke off the river to Jafika. Now you got decks and we scratching in the city. Now you got gigs in the city by the week. How you gonna deal with all that pressure from within? Now you got a new crowd chilling with the G's, huh? Where you get a new arm fucking with syringe. And what can I do now? I can't fucking leave. Started off innocent, we was blowing trees. Now your face deep, something up your nostrils. I'm just trying to look out for my homie. I'm just trying to look out for my broski. Went back to school trying to think of an agenda. I gotta fix this by the end of the semester. Came back, you were worse off than I left you. Lord knows you were trying to deal with all that pressure. Your dad just died, no nafikiria suicide. But usi worry bro, go up, I'm trying to give you peace of mind. Fly away, little bird, fly away. I know you chasing that high, fly away. Fly away, little bird, fly away. But don't you fly too far away. Fly away, little bird, fly away. I know you chasing that high, fly away. Fly away, little bird, fly away. But don't you fly too far away, or you might get burnt. You might get served on a platter to the gods like Icarus. But don't go up na mafikra za kufika. Nishaanza kuandika vile kuchapia mamistari ulitazma nitafika. Nikakushow mavazi ukadai lazima nitafika. Sahi nagusishwa kwa redio na kwa maspika. Sahi napiga show na ama rap wananitambua. Sahi naunda beat alafu nakuja naiua. Nikazidi kampo KCN kahama mtaani. Sahi nina machizi fulani pale Kasarani. Lakini nasikiaga tu mastori kwa maarif. Atule boys wakwako squeeze ya shapunguza mwili. Anakulaga lap na boys na juwaga ni mwizi. Siku fulani alidandiwa na makarao pale jiji. Kupita na tenze ya makoro fulani pale miaka 60. Akudani atatoka after miezi kama 2. Sijuzi alikuwa rehab kimebaki ni kamiti. Hakuna kitu alikuwa bila, kila kitu alikuwa fiti. Hakuna kitu alikuwa bila, kila kitu alikuwa fiti. Jo ati alikuwa fiti, na kumbuka nilijaribu kukukalisha chini. Nikakushota nieri tuendelee na hii mziki. Sare maunga na matap ukajagasi. Ilikuwa kiasi kuwe tu masoki na maslap na majab na makahasho. So badala ya mimi kukuwa asshole, nimeingiwa kwa booth nikiwa na passion. Hopefully hii message itakufikia kabla head rush na jaba na patko. Sincerely brodako Fly away little bird, fly away. I know you chasing that high, fly away. Fly away little bird, fly away. But don't you fly too far away. Fly away little bird, fly away. I know you chasing that high, fly away. Fly away little bird, fly away. But don't you fly too far away. It's the messenger, high renaissance, bless. Chop, 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 chop.
Icarus Ascension is also a true story. Yeah, I won't mention the name, but it's someone who was really significant in my growth musically. As I said, like coming from a strict background, I used to duck home, like after home for the holidays after high school, go to his place, and he had a small mixer, and we just listened to lots of albums and just smoke weed and all that. But after a few years, he moved on to harder drugs and narcotics. And so I tried telling him, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put it in a song and play it for him, which I did play it for him, and he really appreciated it. But he was like, you should have come to me before, but I did. And so I used it, and I used Rain, the LP, as also a therapy session, just to let out those thoughts that I'd either tried to make them out, or I either couldn't like find a platform to air my views out, and so I just jotted them down. So that was part of the process. Rain has been really getting really good reviews, and so I was talking to a friend of mine, the philosopher, and we were thinking of making it a series. Yeah, so I'm thinking of Rain 2. Nothing confirmed yet, but yeah, Rain 2 probably on the way. A top 5, I would say MF Doom, J. Cole, Big Crit, Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Locally, I can say Baller and Kevin Grants. But for me, it really started out as a hobby, because I used to play the keys in church. And when I went to high school, I met with FMP. He's a gospel artist now based in Mombasa, and he used to make beats and then perform them at school. And I was like, wow, I was mind blown. And since I had the little bit basic knowledge of how to play the keys, and I was really into hip hop, it was only right that I followed that path. And so I would say subconsciously I even started making beats before I started rapping, but it kind of fused together after years later. But I would say that the moment that I really decided to do it was after I went for my first session and I asked a certain producer to make a beat for me, and it was trash, man. And then I remember I have like lots of beats back at home, but I was really suffering from anxiety and just the constant seek and need for validation. And I had never really recorded on any of my beats before, but after that I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. And so the message that was born out of that, I would say you are enough and dare to be different. Because for the longest time I was depressed, I was suffering from anxiety. I would go to the studio, make something, but I wouldn't even rap to the next person. I was just like overthinking all the time. But after I traveled to a few studios and garnered the confidence, was when I decided to just go out there. And the reception was like, oh, umekuwa wapi, we've been waiting for you, you know. So I would say dare to be different and just know that you are enough. Someone out there is interested in your story. You just have to have the guts to put yourself out there. Livin Proof has been awesome. The team, we've been drinking some Jabba juice, you know what I'm saying? Livin Proof is awesome. I really like the concept behind it because it's honest, it's raw, it's legit, it's authentic. And I'm really glad to be a part of history in the making. And yeah, Middle East, Trabolee, everyone, man.
Pull up at the pool party, walking on holy water. Holy moly, my waters be 12 like cops and robbers. Lose your focus, I'm out of the place like hocus pocus. I got that Hail Mary Jane, mother of all things. Far as the sea, I just want me a Pharisee to furnish me. Apparently my dad didn't parent me. So pardon me as I go make a parody of Solomon and Sheba pale chini ya kiwika. So pass over the joint before they pass over. Na kama sandals za Nike tu pale River Jordan. Uliza mbona super wanashuka tu kwa goti 40 days 40 nights na meditate kwa tabernacle. Punda 13 si pull up quick. I'm at the temple making instrumentals, messenger shit. With my chain made of Corinthian bronze. I got a chick from Prometheus, I really just born. And I'm really not home, I just been practicing my levitation. I really might go, lakini I'm feeling bad oh. Plus, kabole ni chapia ati Michael chapia mzae. Nimekuwaga kwa mabash, nikigeuza gamai. But I've been spitting on these niggas like a preacher man. Pipping on these niggas, they like he's a man. Celestial beings, tunga this track itakam to venereal disease. Na my bacteria za malaria, taki beef ni vegetarian. Half human, half alien. Sanif ko breastplate ya Angel Gabriel. And I don't really fuck with these rappers now bro, I'm celebrate. You looking at intelligent, heaven sent. Legends in the making, watch me elevate. Every time I penetrate the game, yeah. Sipping white wine at the Holy Grail, I'm doing just fine, trying to maintain. Bro, you and I ain't the same thing. I got me a shy girl, that's my main thing. I'm talking philosophy, that's the main thing. When you party outside, trying to slay beef, trying to slay beats like Martin Luther, not Jermaine. Yeah, I still dream. Every time I'm out, they be stressing me. And when I feel I'm down, I go climb the trees. They say he down, that's it with the devil. But okay, instrumental, I'm on God level. Yo, you know I'm on God level. Yo, you know I'm on God level. God level. God level. Man, you know.
Wapi kalamu ni jaze lead, ni wapi goosebumps. Sama ni kuje off the top, kaki peke while I'm getting head from Medusa. I know the ledge, so naeza ruka. Nili inherit heritage, ama nilidandia trupa. Sapa ni merit peke, without inhaling Mary Jane. Kwaminia everyday, wakitupakia mucus. So since then you edited as if ikizangu bloopers. Na thought process ni splendid, why count losses in pennies? Kabla uropokwe replenish, situko maskan tukisokota za Moses, you name it. Visions za kuwa pop zilifanywa popiwe cherry. Hawajali ka Vatican, the vortex ya Jehenam. Pata Batman na project ya kusave the damned. So niko non-party sana, I'm a poet, wanna claim the ones. I just claim the chance when the doors are open. I know why you aim your glance, never let I go hard at the same time, niko soft-spoken. She told me stop moping, I'm a pig with dust and I the motive is to push locomotives, get the bigger castle. Till I threw caution to the wind. You can find true potion in my schemes. Clear thoughts, never let emotions intervene. So just lower your voice and raise your vibration. More than the noise, I dwell in my station, where we pour the spoils one hell in my nation. I'd rather sit and meditate. It's hard to overflow with love when everybody licking with the hate. Tell me what's true, tell me what's not. If they're aiming at you, get ready for your shot, boy. Get ready for your shot, eh? Truth reigns above, but only love exists eternally. I'm on God level, I'm on God level, I'm on God, hey.
Every time I'm out, they be stressing. When I feel I'm down, I go climbing trees. They say he down, dancing with the devil, but who care, cause
I'm on God level.
Yo, you know I'm on God level.
God.
Yo, you know I'm on God level.
God level.
God level. God level.
You know I'm on God level.
Hey, God level. Yo, it's the messenger, the apex predator, raid the LP out. Hit out the messenger, Trabolee in any game. Peace.